3 reasons business owners hate Bitcoin. My name's CF Hutter, and if your business buys Bitcoin, you can call me Chauncey. I was in Dallas, Texas, hosting a business growth seminar, and I was selling a coaching program, and the first guy to the back of the table wanting to buy my coaching program, here's what he says to me. I just made $50,000 on Bitcoin. I'll buy your coaching program. Here's what I said to him. What's Bitcoin? I didn't know what it was. And then when he described it to me, I'm like, oh, I've heard this before. And it was years earlier that I was actually first learned about Bitcoin, but I'd forgotten about it. So consequently, he signed up for coaching, and the first thing I said to him was, next week, when I get back into my office, we're going to have a separate phone call about this topic called Bitcoin because I need to know more about it. And he's like, no problem. And we went on from there. After that day's activities, I went up to my hotel room that night, and I remember that Bitcoin, when I first saw it, was about $340, $350 a coin. I remember seeing it later on, a few years later, at around $3,000 range. And then when this guy was talking to me, I was like, I wonder what it is now. And I checked out what the price was in my hotel room, and it was like $7,500. And I'm like, I think I need to pay attention to this. Like, I need to know what's going on here. Well, why do you think business people, entrepreneurs, why do you think they hate Bitcoin? Why do you think they don't do what it takes to learn about Bitcoin? The number one reason is just a lack of knowledge. Like, they don't know that they know. This is like amazing technology, going to change the earth, going to completely change our monetary system, and they don't know it. They lack the knowledge because they've lacked the time it takes just to go dive deep and past a few articles or a few videos. The reason number 2, they don't have incentives to do it. Like, they like the status quo. They just, why would I go learn about that? I'm doing great. My business is flying high. We're making tons of money. Well, there are people that actually know about Bitcoin, and they're having their livelihood affected. And what kind of ticks me off about this is they will actually talk negative about Bitcoin knowing that it's a good thing, and you see them on TV or you see them on videos, or you'll see them speaking at a seminar, and their opinion is not so good, but you find out later they're actually buying Bitcoin secretly. I'm like, what a jerk. Like, why is that guy doing that? Well, there's a lot of people out there that they may hate Bitcoin from the stage. They may hate Bitcoin that you see them on TV, but watch what they do, not what they say. And I can give you example after example after example of these famous people that talk the game, negative, hate Bitcoin, and their companies or their subsidiaries of their companies are buying Bitcoin faster than they can because they want that price to stay as low as they can and they keep buying it. Reason number 3, there's a lack of pain. I live in the United States. I have my own bank. Not a big deal. I've had a checking account since I was 15, 16 years old. I'm in the West. I live in first tier society. I mean, there are people that live in nations that are in hyperinflation. They're in lots of pain. They get paid whatever their day's wage, and there's nowhere to store they have to go buy like roofing tiles to store the value of their money and build out another hut or something because by the end of the month or later on the next month, their money is deteriorated to almost nothing. They have to do something with their money. They're in pain. They're incentivized to go figure out Bitcoin. They want to know. There's just a lack of pain in most of the world at this point, right now. The people that are not in pain, but they have enough vision to see what's going on, those guys, I mean, they are way ahead of the curve. You can be one of these people way ahead of the curve with some education and knowledge and incentivize yourself because of inflation. Everybody has inflation. Incentivize yourself to understand what's going on so you're not losing money. And then understand that there's people that are in pain and they have to buy Bitcoin. They have to do something that's not their currency of their nation. So after this seminar, I decided I got to do something. Like, I can't be just knowledge. I can't just know something. Years have gone by. Things are happening. I'm missing the boat here. I need to do something. There's a famous OG conversation that I can't remember the two people's names, but one guy paid like 31 cents for Bitcoin and the other guy paid like 89 cents, and he felt screwed having to pay 80 something cents for Bitcoin when this friend paid 30 cents. Can you imagine? Like, whatever the price is Bitcoin today, I don't know, you go look. Whatever it is, you always think you're paying too much. You could have paid less before. You always think that. Everybody buying Bitcoin thinks that. But you could buy it at $1, $10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million. There are going to be people here in the very near future are going to go, oh my gosh, it went over 1 million. Oh, it dropped down to 900,000. Quick, let me buy some. Now, think about that. We're not there yet. I don't know when you're watching this video, but we could be over that by now. When you buy, you always feel like you're buying at the top. Michael Saylor has a funny line saying that he will always buy at the top, and he's been buying billions of dollars of Bitcoin since 2020, and he's worth many more billions after that because it keeps buying. He goes, I will keep buying the top forever, and he understands what he's buying. You, me, we need to participate with that kind of mindset. And so whether we're buying now or next month or next year, a decade from now, it's just going to be a rounding error. A decade from now, it's nothing. It doesn't matter, whatever we're spending now. The trick is just keep buying daily, weekly, monthly. Just keep buying, keep in your schedule buying. Do what you got to do in your business to make more money so you can pull out cash flow and buy Bitcoin and just buy. You're never going to go back a decade from now and say, I bought too much. You're never going to say that. You're going to say, I wish I bought more. So it's Bitcoin time.